So we are still working with triangles today using the same rules that we did in the previous lesson, but now we're going to add some algebra to it. Okay, so looking at the first one, they give us the three interior angles of the triangle, and we know that the three interior angles of a triangle need to add up to 180. So we have x plus 80 plus 60 plus x plus 50 should equal 180. Sorry, I went too far. So we combine our like terms. We have x and x gives us 2x. We have 80, 60, and 50. When we add all those together, let me see, 80, 60, and 50, that gives us 190. This is equal to 180. Okay, we go ahead and subtract the 190. It gives us 2x equals 180 minus 190 gives us negative 10. We divide by 2, and we get x equals negative 5. Okay, so x is equal to a negative number. That is very strange. They're just asking us to solve for x, so we're done here. But if they ask us to find the measure, we go ahead and plug this in. So if I do negative 5 plus 80 would give us 75. So this angle would be 75 degrees, and then negative 5 plus 50 would give us 45 degrees. So if you wanted to double check, you can add 75 plus 45 plus 60, and it does give you 180. Okay, so it should equal 180. Okay, so that's what made it okay for the x to be negative. The next one, this one does not give you a picture, so remember when you don't get a picture, you need to draw it yourself. So I'm going to draw a triangle A, B, C. So here they give us the measure of angle A is 3x plus 1. The measure of angle B is x plus 14. The measure of angle C is 4x plus 5. And they want us to find the value of x. So we're going to go ahead and add them all together. 3x plus 1 plus x plus 14 plus 4x plus 5. And they should all equal 180. Okay, so 3x, x, and 4x, that gives me 8x. And then 1, 14, and 5 gives us 20. This is equal to 180. And then we solve for x. So we subtract the 20, we get 8x equals 160. We divide by 8, and we get x equals 20. Okay, so if they just ask you for x, you're done there. If they ask you for an angle, you need to go back and plug it into one of these. So let's look at the next one. This time they give us the exterior angles. Remember the exterior angle here is equal to the sum of the two opposite angles. So 89 is equal to 13x plus 5 plus 9x minus 4. Okay, so 89 equals, we add the x's, so 13x and 9x, we combine our like terms, and that gives us 22x. We have plus 5 and minus 4, that gives us plus 1. We go ahead and subtract 1 on both sides. 89 minus 1 gives us 88 equals 22x, and then we divide both sides by 22. And that gives us 4 equals x, and that's it. Okay, the next one, again, we don't have a picture, so we're going to have to draw it. So triangle QRS. So let me draw triangle QRS. So Q, the measure of QRS is x plus 8. So this one's x plus 8. RST. What? Oh, it says QS is extended through point S to point T. Sorry, I didn't read that one. So QS is extended through point S, so it passes point S. That's what it means. Okay, sorry. So and it tells you RST, that would be T. RST, which is this exterior angle, is 4x plus 11. Then it tells you SQR, so SQR is this one right here. That would be x plus 13. Find the measure of RST. Okay, so we're going to use the exterior angle theorem again. My exterior angle is 4x plus 11 equals, and then we add the two opposite angles, which are R and Q. So x plus 8 plus x plus 13. Okay, so first we combine like terms. So 4x plus 11 doesn't have anything to combine with, but here we have 2x and 8 plus 13 is 21. We're going to go ahead and move the 2x to the other side. This cancels. 4 minus 2 gives us 2x plus 11 equals 21, and then we subtract the 11. And we get 2x equals 10. Then our last step to solve for x is to divide both sides by 2, and we get x equals 5. Now we're not done yet because they're not asking us for x, they're asking us to find RST. Well, here's my formula for RST. So the measure of angle RST equals 4 times x, which is 5, plus 11. So 20 plus 11 gives you 31 degrees. All right. The next one is the measure of angle 2 is 8x. So they tell us this is 8x. We are solving for x. So we're going to have to transfer, see what they give us. So they do tell us this angle is 68 and that these two sides are the same. So that means that these two are 68. So to find this missing angle right here, we're going to do 180 minus the 68 minus the 68. And that gives us, let me see. 44. Okay, so that means this angle is 44, which would transfer over here because they're vertical angles. Okay, then they also tell us that these two sides are the same, so that's 44, and this is 44. And we know that these three angles need to add up to 180. So we're going to go ahead and do 180 minus 44 minus 44 to get that third angle. And that gives us 92. So that means that this is equal to 92. Well, if 8x equals 92, then to solve for x, we divide by 8, and we get x equals 12. Okay, so you always look at your diagrams to see what information they give you. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look at this one. We're looking for the measure of angle 2, and they tell us that it is equal to 16x minus 3. Okay, and then we look at the information that they give us. They tell us that these two sides are the same, so that means that these two angles should be the same. Okay, let's see. They do tell us that these two sides are the same. Now, just because these two sides are the same doesn't mean they're going to be the exact same number, but we'll find out right now once we go through the math. And then they also tell us that this angle right here is a right angle. Okay, so that means that it's 90 degrees. So starting off, if this angle right here outside is 116, to find this one, I'm going to do 180 minus 116. Okay, and the reason why I do 180 is, do you see how they make a straight line together? We need to remember that our straight angles are equal to 180. So 180 minus 116 gives us 64. So that means this angle is 64. This angle here is 64. And then I'm going to go ahead and find the third angle. So I'm going to do 180 minus 64 minus 64. That gives us 52. Okay, so that means that that angle is 52. And since this is 90, these two angles should add up to 90. So if I do 90 minus 52, that gives me 38. So this angle here is 38. Okay, so then these two angles here, to find them, since they're all congruent, these two with this one, I'm going to do 180 minus 38. That gives us 142. And then we go ahead and divide that by 2 because the two angles are exactly the same, and that's going to give us 71 degrees each. Okay, and then from there, we're almost getting to angle 2. We need to figure out what angle 2 is. There's several ways we can do this. We know angle 2 should equal the sum of these two opposite angles. So if we did 71 plus 38, that gives us 109. Okay, so that means this should equal 109. Okay, that's not the only way. We could have done, since the angle 2 and the 71 make a straight angle, you could have done 180 minus 71. That would have also gave you 109. So there's not always one way to do this problem or these problems. Just you need to remember the rules. Okay, so last, we're still trying to solve for x. Okay, we know angle 2 is 16x minus 3, and it is equal to 109. So we add the 3 on both sides. We get 16x equals 112. We divide by 16, and we get x equals 7. That's it. We're just looking for x on these problems. All right, the next section. So here it says find the indicated angle measures. It says triangle LMN. So let's go ahead and draw our triangle. We have L, M, N. And then it says LN extends through point N. So you go past N all the way up to point, they call this O, point O. And then let's go ahead and label what they give us. So they tell us MNO is 5x plus 2, which is this one. And then they tell us that NLM is x plus 10. And then LMN is x plus 16. LMN is x plus 16. And they want us to find the value of x. So if we remember the rules, let me go ahead and put it in my laptop real quick before it dies. The exterior angle right here should equal the sum of the two opposite angles. So x plus 16 plus x plus 10 should equal the 5x plus 2. Okay. We combine our like terms first. So 2x plus 26 equals 5x plus 2. We subtract the 2x. And then 26 equals 3x2. We go ahead and move the 2 to the other side. We get 24 equals 3x. We divide by 3. This cancels and we get x equals 8. Okay, and we're just solving for x on these problems. I don't think they're asking us to find, it asks us what is a value of x. Okay, this next one says find the measure of angle ACB. So they're actually telling us to find this angle right here. So before we do that, we do have to use our exterior angle theorem. So it tells us the exterior angle is 21x minus 6. And it should equal the sum of the opposite angles. The opposite are C and B. Okay, so we're going to add 12x plus 3 plus 45. So we have 21x minus 6 equals 12x plus 48. And then we're going to go ahead and solve for x first. So we move over the 12x. And we get 9x minus 6 equals 48. Okay, then from there we go ahead and move over the 6 to the other side by adding 6. And we get 9x equals 54. We divide by 9. We get x equals 6. Now they're not asking us to find x on this problem. They want us to find ACB. So ACB is this angle right here. So it's going to be 12 times 6 plus 3 is equal to 12 times 6 gives us 72, so 75. That's it. Yep, that's all the problems. So that's it. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and shoot me an email. Write it in the comments. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.